Hi guys, I'm Ajmal.
I'm Navya.
And I'm Arushi.
And
we are the World Bazaar.
So, this is our second episode for our podcast, The World Gossip. And today, our topic is paranormal activities. So, basically, paranormal is an experience. It is a supernatural experience which is beyond science, and it usually does not really have a scientific explanation or its whereabouts. We don't know anything about it. We have very limited knowledge about it, and that's the basic crux of it.
So basically, like, it doesn't have any, logical reason behind why those things are happening, or like something that could solve it with science or something like that.
It's beyond science. It's beyond our science. So, Navya, do you believe in ghosts, spirits?
I mean, I believe like in positive energy and negative energy.
There's nothing like positive energy.
No, positive.
Like, okay, there is something, but I have experienced all negative energies in my life.
I consider, see, for example, going to a temple, it's filled with positive energy, or like praying to God's positive energy. And whereas negative energy would be places like if I'm sitting alone and I feel like someone is
watching.
Okay, I get it. My house has some incidents and some
incidents.
All incidents.
Okay,
all incidents every day.
Okay, I get it. We'll talk about it later. Oh, and I have to say one more thing, guys. There's a very creepy thing which we all three of us have experienced while doing our previous podcast. And if you all want to know that story, you'll have to stay till the end, because that's the last story which we are going to cover. So yeah, I believe if there's God, then there is obviously ghosts. Every positive has a negative thing.
So what made you believe that there are ghosts?
Like you said, my house. Okay, the thing is, I have kinda like experienced few unexplainable things. And I have an uncle who can actually see spirits.
Really?
Yeah. It's like not positive, negative ones, but like he can see spirits. And people say you should never involve with spirits. Like, if you see one spirit, and even if it's asking for help, being the most pitiful thing on earth, you should never help a spirit. Because once you start helping a spirit, the spirit of bad luck will stick with you. So like, once what happened was, there was this uncle had an experience in which there was a spirit asking him to, like, help with him, and it was a very small help, so he kind of did it.
What was the help?
It was like, there is something under that ground, please burn it, or something like that. Just something which needed to be burnt. Okay, so he did it. Instead of digging and doing, he just burnt that place. He kept things uske upar and he burnt it. So yeah, after that he got into an accident.
Shit.
That's what they say. Because you should never mess with our world and the spirit realm, because it changes the reality and stuff. So it causes their negative energy on you.
That's sad. Like, do you believe in ghosts?
Of course. Of course, 100%.
Do you believe in positive energy?
No.
Why not?
You don't believe
Because
in God?
Huh?
Do you believe in God?
Yeah, sometime. Like,
So that is
sometime.
kinda like a positive energy, right?
It can be called a positive energy.
What
but,
do you feel when you remember
basic-
God?
Positivity?
He just went blank. He's like, God?
Help.
That is what we're talking about. If you feel positivity, that means positive energy.
Okay, what is negativity for you?
Like basically spirits messing up or messing around your house, doing something bad. And basically I've experienced some things in my house. So during COVID, I was living with my sister, and basically I just turned off all the lights and I was going to sleep. And I just heard 3 knocks on the door.
Oh.
That's very bad. 3 knocks. You should never open it. You should never open.
I've had the same
The door was open.
experience.
The door was open. I just heard 3 knocks, and I just looked behind and there was nothing. I went and I checked the hall, and everybody was asleep, and I just heard 3 clear knocks. And
Did you rehear it or something like?
no, I didn't rehear it. I just after the 3 knocks were
भाग
done. नहीं भाग नहीं गया. Like थोड़े देर के बाद I just heard 1 knock which went. That's it.
Oh.
That's scary.
like I have a similar, it's not me, but like my mom was in Gorakhpur and she was sleeping in her room, and the room had a mandir, okay, and she usually slept with the door locked. So but that day she didn't lock the door.
Okay.
And then apparently my mom was asleep and my nanny wasn't home that day, she had gone somewhere. So and then my mom suddenly had this feeling, like she had this dream where nanny is like, lock the door, lock the door. She had a dream about it. And my mom woke up and then she realized that the door was open, so she locked the door. Later when she was trying to fall asleep, she heard 3 knocks on the door, and the knock was like the whoever was knocking said her name, like Manju, Manju, Manju.
Shit.
And she was like, I'm not opening this door, because if it is a family member and if they're calling you out, they will be like, okay, come out, we need you or something, right? They won't just stop at 3 knocks. And my mom, she didn't open the door and she just went to sleep. In the morning when she opened the door, she found a nimbu and a mirchi in front of her door. Yeah, apparently somebody did black magic, and because of that, because you know, right, nimbu mirchi is a
Yeah.
for nazar na lage,
Yeah.
the whole
The
thing.
dolls and stuff.
Yeah. So somebody did that, and later they called a pandit also to do shuddhikaran of the house. And then the pandit was like, there's a lot of negative energy in this house and all. So it was very creepy.
Like the same 3 knocks, but like it happened like 2-3 times with me. Like I said, my house is not the best place to stay at, but still. So in my sister's room, so I don't know what, we blame it on the drawer that it got loose and uska wo bahar nikalta rehta hai. So she was studying basically, and she had an economics paper, so she was like super tense. She's sitting on the sofa, her like the room is open, and she heard 3 knocks. Okay, she turned behind to check what is it. There was nothing. She was like, chuck it, I don't want to think about it much. She continued studying. After like 15-20 minutes again, she heard the 3 knocks. Then this time she went and she checked inside ki kuch hai ki nahi, and it was nothing. She went, she sat back, she like checked everything, okay, the bathrooms, the doors, the windows and everything was perfect, fine, normal at its place. Then she went, and again she heard 3 knocks. This time she just turned ulta and she sat looking like, abhi koi aayega knock karne, main bhi dekhu. And then the next day I went there, even I heard 3 knocks, but I did the smart thing by running away.
Good move, very good move.
So yeah, that's the thing.
Ajmal, do you believe in UFOs and aliens?
No, I don't.
So you don't believe that there are more universes out there, and
No.
there is...
You don't believe there are more universes out there? That's
Yeah,
like scientifically
yeah.
proved ki there are more
Wow.
universes.
We,
There are multiple universes.
yeah, there are multiple... what's our thing called? Milky Way, what is it? I forgot.
Galaxy.
Yeah.
There are multiple galaxies and they combine into one universe. And there are multiple universes and they combine into one something which is called, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We are not that knowledgeable in
Yes.
that
So you don't believe in
No,
aliens.
I don't.
But NASA and all these space... What are they?
Space people.
SpaceX people.
No. Like we
Scientists.
we have scientific proof
Researchers and stuff.
that aliens have didn't you read the news? Like I think recently, like it's a old news now, but there was this news that apparently an alien impregnated a woman.
Shit, what?
Yeah, in
I
US.
find that fake. I
Nah,
don't know.
I also
Yeah,
find that
I
fake.
know,
What
but
is
then
it?
it was funny.
No offense, you were citizens are
Halloween,
written
Halloween,
down.
Halloween is going on. They're like one
Sweet
dressed as
Mama.
Okay, guys. Okay, whatever. So, have you ever interpreted have you ever had any near-death experience?
Not a near-death experience, but like I have a very interesting story,
Go on.
which is basically like I told you, the uncle who can see spirits. So basically in Kerala, there's like a tradition in which you call the dead.
Why? Like, can you
not call the dead the evil ones? It's like basically for the so
ancestors? Like
Yeah.
we
call the ancestors
and bless them. Ask
yeah,
them for the
shanti
blessing.
ke liye and stuff. You give food and everything, but the thing is, there is rules. Like once the puja starts, you should not look behind. No matter what happens, you should not look behind. And my uncle was a teenager.
And he looked behind.
Yeah, and he was all making fun out of it. It's like, kuch bhi hai, dhong hai, this, that, this is nothing. There's like no such things as ghosts and stuff, and you can't call them and stuff. And he was looking behind, making fun, making a whole ruckus out of the whole situation. So that time, basically, it used to be like a huge place. A lot of people used to gather during that time. So everyone used to sleep at the hall. So that night, he felt someone was holding him down.
Oh shit.
And that was the first ever experience that he started seeing, like he saw a ghost. And from that day onwards, he started seeing spirits.
Oh my god.
So he felt someone pushing him down, and he opened his eyes and he saw something blurred. And it was just one. There were like many standing behind him. That one thing who was holding him down, there were many behind him. And he was just like, saying things like, you should not mess with us, you should respect us, and like, pray to God, be more faithful and stuff. This and that thing said many things, and from that day onwards he started seeing spirits. And he's like encountered many creepy things. He though has encountered one spirit in my society, and that spirit ended up following us, and he started like creating a positive energy.
Oh, like.
Yeah, so basically when you clap, it creates a positive energy.
Many a times it's recommended that if you interact with a bad energy, like you can feel if something's off, if you can feel it, you have that sixth sense, so it's recommended that when you come home, you should take a salt bath, because that will cleanse your aura. And then it is also recommended that you keep like salt crystals in your house, in your bathrooms usually. So if the salt vaporizes, it means that there was bad energy. Yeah.
Not only that, if you have a glass of water and you keep it. Like, have you ever had like a moment where you've kept a glass of water and you forget to drink it? And next morning you take that glass and you drink the water. Uska taste change ho jata hai.
Yeah.
That's because water pulls negative energy. That's why the highest...
I saw this where there's a man who cracks he cracks an egg and puts like... It turns black. Basically, there was negative energy and it sucked all the negative energy.
Some people put eggs in certain places, water glasses in some places, salt in some places. So that's what it says. And you get the highest amount of paranormal activities near water areas. Lakes, ponds, sea.
Yeah.
Those are the highest amount of paranormal activities areas, because it has like water absorbs negative energy.
So have you heard of those incidences where certain people remember things from their past lives? Have you heard of it?
Not really. I've never had any encounter of people going like, oh, in my past life I used to do this.
Yeah, I mean, finding such people is difficult, but have you heard of it?
No, not really.
Have you?
No.
So do you believe in it?
Maybe, because there would be some sort of energy. A person can remember it if he a brain has 100% capacity, but a human body can only access 2 or 3% to the max. 10% would be an amazing fact, but those people are gifted, and they might have unlocked 15-20%. So maybe that's the reason why they can remember the past or something like that.
Do you believe that people can remember things from their past?
I don't think so, but okay.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you might think that okay, people are lying, but then there are stories which have been cross-checked. There have been instances where a person has said that, oh, I died here, I used to live here.
Yeah, I've heard that. So I guess it might be true, so I might believe it. But it's like a 50-50 chance for me. So I have to believe it. I don't have to believe it. So I don't have
He's in a neutral position.
He's in a dilemma. Do you believe in telepathy and all these sixth sense we studied in psychology?
I think, I believe in that.
Same.
Yeah. What was it called? Psychokinesis?
Psychokinesis, yeah.
So have you ever met somebody with such ability, like telepathy?
Not
or
yet, yeah.
Not really, no.
Not yet.
Is it disappointing?
Yeah.
I actually want to meet someone who has those abilities. It'll be so sick, bro. Thinking, pulling things in.
Hai na?
Right?
Huh?
Okay, wow, you guys are sort of concerning.
I'm telling you, there are many paranormal activities which have happened, or like my uncles and my aunts tell me about. Like once, some aunt of mine, when she was in a hostel, she called ghost, like from an Ouija board. She called in spirits, and the spirit actually came, and the spirit explained how he died. So the spirit was on some auto wala or something, and he said I was murdered, and I was thrown in a Kent. Kent is basically like a well.
Okay.
In
Oh.
Kerala, it's called a Kent. And if you go and if you check it, you can still find my body there. And if you don't, then just next to that, there's he named some tree. Dig there, you'll find my body.
Oh.
And not only that, he gave his full address. He gave his his auto ka ID and everything, and they searched it. Yeah, and they googled it, and it was all true. Ki this guy actually had died, and his body was found in a well, and those people have buried it near some tree.
Wow.
That is.
And they got so creeped out, and the thing is, that day they realized the ghost can also predict future. Okay, so they asked, and they had an examination next day. So they asked ki, like, would I pass an examination, would I do this, would I do that? The ghost goes like, you could, but like you have to prepare a little more. The topics which you've left are the other things which are gonna come karke.
Wow.
Bro, that was a very cool ghost.
By a very cool way to leak paper.
No, but the thing was, the ghost wasn't ready to leave. Once they were like, please go, please go, please go, please go, the ghost wasn't ready to leave.
Then?
So,
That's the thing. You should never play with like Ouija boards and stuff, because sometimes the ghost would be like, see,
Attached.
not attached. There's this thing called, give and take.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes they go like, I've given you information, you're the one who's called me, I've done like a genie types.
Yeah. Now what will you give to me in
So
return?
sometimes these ghosts end up being like, I want one of you, I want one of your soul or one of your body. But that ghost didn't do that much. They were like, please go, please go, please go karke. They begged a lot, and I guess that ghost went. But they were pretty creeped out, and they were like, no, never do such things again, because it's like very scary.
so do you believe that there are good spirits and bad spirits?
I believe we are surrounded by spirits. Okay? I really feel we are surrounded by spirits.
I know, like, do you believe that there are good spirits? Like the auto driver you said, he must have been a good spirit because, like, he did not harm you.
He did not harm, but like, he wasn't willing to go either.
Yeah, well, that is something like, bro, you're interacting with a living body, right? And for the first time, you are able to convey your story like that dude was murdered, right?
It's
So,
just sad because like sometimes even if a good spirit comes and says this person killed me, and I guess that ghost did say who killed him or pushed him in the Kent, and sometimes ghosts get really annoyed and they'll be like, no, I want you to either fulfill my wish or let me or I want one of y'all types. So you should never mess with such stuff.
that is very true. We should never mess with such stuff.
True.
And there's a Japanese legend in which they say ki, like, we clap like this, which creates positive energy. You should never clap like this. Like ulta haath se kabhi clap nahi karna chahiye.
Oh yeah.
Because you clap, the dead clap like that.
Oh shit.
Kyunki the dead world, I think the things are done opposite.
Okay.
So you clap ulta. I've seen an incident, nothing personal happened. I saw like a YouTuber or some YouTuber had experienced such a thing in which
Oh yeah.
he went somewhere and the person suddenly out of nowhere started clapping like this, the ulta way. And he found it pretty odd, and that person was also being like, oh no, you should do this with us and stuff. So he was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And then he felt really weird about it, and then he ended up searching about it. So he's like, and he immediately ran away from there, because like the dead call like this and you call the dead like this, so you should, and this creates a lot of negative energy.
I have heard, like, recently I was scrolling through reels and I saw a video where someone was saying that in Japan you should not cut your nails at night.
I was just gonna say that, but okay.
Yeah, because apparently there's this game where if you when you cut your nails at night, you have fresh skin, right? Like you
Yeah.
have fresh
The
skin.
spirit just
Yeah, they
bad
can
energy just seeps in through
yeah,
your
they can
nail.
seep in. So basically there's this game in Japan where you cut your nails at night, you cut a doll open, you put your nails inside, and then the doll comes to life, and she plays hide and seek with you.
Correct.
So you have to call the doll's name 3 times, and then she will come to life, and then she will play hide and seek. So she will find you all. And apparently some like high school students in Japan, they tried this in their apartment, and apparently they were found murdered
Yep.
in their apartment. Yeah.
That's crazy. Like,
Bro, Japan has like these crazy old things. Like,
Yeah.
you remember the suicide forest? In
Oh
Goa?
yeah.
no, it's like, I think it's a very dense forest. If you go there, it's really, you'll get lost very easily.
There is this thing. So like it's a dense forest. Okay, you can get lost. Many people have explored it, and the people which I used to like see Logan Paul basically.
Oh, yeah, that. Oh, God, yeah, I remember.
Okay, so that guy ended up posting a
Yeah.
body of a person.
Yeah,
he recorded the body of a person, and that led to a huge controversy.
Yeah.
Like just getting down his career and messing his career up.
Yeah, see, somewhere
And he was like playing with the
Playing with
body
the
and
body
making
also.
jokes
Jokes
about
about
it.
it.
that's
And
disrespectful.
yeah, exactly. That's why
You
he was
don't know
cancelled.
what that
He was
you don't know
cancelled.
what that person went through. Was it
Yeah.
a suicide? Was it an accident or something?
But
It's just
yeah.
disrespectful one somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And after that, like Logan Paul was like, bro, he went. I remember he came. He got very popular in 2017. Then in 19 he just went
19
because
he went off
because of this.
the
Yeah,
forest thing.
in Jan, I
And
remember.
now he
Yeah.
has come again,
There is
and now he
KSI and that
again
boxing
he
shit,
messed up
yeah.
with the WWE thingy.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
just sitting idle.
You know, now I've even heard like in Japan, it's a very culturally oriented place, right? So in over there, the basically you get a rice bowl, right? And if you put chopstick in it, it's like you should never keep a chopstick straight because it's considered to be like you give it to the dead.
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
You should never
hold the chopstick, sorry.
No. Rice bowl, there's rice in it,
Huh.
and the chopstick should not be placed in the middle straight.
Oh, okay, like a stick in the middle, like
Yeah,
that. Okay, why?
never keep two straight things in a rice bowl because it's for the dead.
Wow.
You call the dead. But like if you see, for example, if you've seen some Korean drama or something, and if you see some funeral scene, you'll see there are like rice and uspe those chopsticks they keep. It's for the dead.
Wow. And now Navya, tell us about your house.
Okay, yeah. So
What exactly happened now? The last
We've
time.
all been waiting for this, and
Yes.
now Navya will
it's a
tell us.
beautiful story. So, if you guys have noticed, our previous podcast episode, the ending was abrupt.
Like I was talking about something, and then the audio
Just cut
just
off.
shifted. Like we were talking in a group, and then suddenly it was just me talking in a like privately.
Yeah.
You can notice the audio shift.
Change
Yeah.
audio shift,
Yeah.
and basically the audio just cut off when Arushi just started talking about
Chaube wale Mahadev.
Chaube Wale Mahadev. And when I got home and when I started editing it, the audio was just gone, and basically it got cut off when she just had started talking about that topic.
And the more creepy part is that once when the audio stopped recording, my phone also stopped recording the video at the same time. And like we were talking about basically Mahadev, we talked about Krishna, we were talking about ISKCON temple and everything. All those religious parts where we talked about God was cut off. And not only that, like we were like all freaking out. Like I got a call around 8 o'clock by Ajmal saying, bro, कैसे हो गया ये, cut हो गया, like चल क्या रहा है types. Because he sat and edited मेरे घर पे, and that time the whole audio was there. But once he went home, the audio was suddenly gayab, And not only that, my sister was listening to a song. I guess she was listening to I Don't Care or some English song, and suddenly her phone's music, like I guess YouTube music, ended up searching मैं तो हूँ ही इंसानों में या मैं तो नहीं हूँ इंसानों में. Suddenly, and she's like, bro, I'm listening to English song, why is this song and the fact, the way the line was written is not the way my sister types, okay. And then she sent me a screenshot saying like, I don't know what's up with my phone is lagging. And then the next song was from Oh My God.
Wow.
And that line is from Oh My God. We all freaked out. And since then, for some weird reason, you find water outside my room every morning.
I found water outside her house, like वो बाजू में where you keep shoes ना.
हाँ उधर तो because we water and all.
Okay.
But
I'm scared. I was like, oh my God, spirit.
No, it's like my mom has been noticing, like she's like, why is there like a little puddle of water just outside my room? And if
Absorbing dark energy.
I don't know what the water is. It's like basic. See, my room consists of this idols, god idols, this statues and stuff. But yeah, that happened.
Okay,
Wow.
it's been a very, very, very scary and a very goosebumpy episode.
Bumpy.
Bro, I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night. We watched that Insidious trailer, which is out now, by the way. Please go check it out. It's a reaction video. And I am scared as usual.
But I still believe it wasn't some negative energy or something. Okay, don't give me that look. I don't believe.
Guys, we're cancelling her.
On
Ajmal,
podcast. Yes, sir.
cut her. Okay, guys, so that's it for the podcast. And
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun discussing paranormal
Ghosts.
stuff with y'all.
To creep y'all out too. And I'm telling you, whatever I've said about this is all facts. None of them is
Same.
cap.
Yes, sir. Same.
yeah, like, let's see who sleeps peacefully tonight, because it's not me.
For sure.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching and listening also.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.